Anthony.
Woo! Yeah!
Thank you, everyone. So last night watching the Grammy Awards, just like everyone else, I was disgusted by Taylor Swift. Oh, did you see her last night? She did. I guess if you're like album of the year, she got the trophy right out of Celine Dion's hand. Didn't even acknowledge her. You know, I hope Taylor Swift showed more humility when she presented with the Vince Lombardi trophy. So I'm gonna talk about some light-hearted stuff tonight. Let's talk 2024 politics. Yeah. So this year, it looks like we're gonna have Donald Trump versus Joe Biden again. We're possibly have President Trump again. And we all know who we have to thank for that, don't we? Yeah, Iowa. Iowa. Fucking Iowa! How the hell did we let Iowa decide, you know, who gets to be the next president? Like, is it Iowa's diversity? For those of you who don't know, Iowa's like 87% white, 8% Caucasian, 4.6% white, not of Hispanic origin, and 0.4% Sunday from Davenport. Speaking of a lonely Indian, I was really disappointed when Vivek Ramaswamy dropped out of the presidential race. Mostly because I just learned how to pronounce his name. When I first found out that a guy named Ramaswamy was running for president, I was thinking to myself, the genie from Pee-wee's Playhouse? Like, what would that inauguration even look like? You know, do you, Vivek Ramaswamy, swear that you will support and defend the U.S. Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic? Mecca lecca hi, mecca honey, I do. That's a scary thought. But not as scary as what I've been contemplating lately, and that's the real possibility of World War III. So I know my history, and 2024 looks a lot like 1941, right before we got sucked into World War II. Now think about it. Just like 1941, our economy's in the toilet. We've got two wars we're trying to stay out of. We've got anti-Semitism running rampant throughout the world. And just like 1941, we have a president who can't walk. That's a Franklin Delano Roosevelt reference for all you youngins. So it's okay to rip on FDR. He was racist. Now I can't say he was a horrible racist. He was really good at it. FDR once said, "We have nothing to fear but fear itself." Yeah, unless you were Japanese American, then you had to fear Franklin Roosevelt. Like if there was a Mount Rushmore for racist presidents, Franklin Roosevelt would. If there was a second Mount Rushmore for racist presidents, yeah. Franklin Roosevelt would be front and center. He would be low and center because of the wheelchair and all. They probably need a ramp to get him up there. Well, look, I can make these jokes because I just happen to have polio vaccinations. I do admit these FDR jokes are a little lame. Honestly, I'm not quite sure if this bit has any legs. But I am glad FDR was racist because he gives me a place to park my wheelchair jokes. Rolling on. But like I said, there's a lot of anti-Semitism going on in the world. Like, whenever I turn on TV to watch the news, I can't tell if I'm watching CNN or Schindler's List. Like, it's getting so bad that Sarah Silverman moved to Amsterdam and she's now living behind a bookcase upstairs in an attic writing in a diary. Hopefully she's writing funny jokes this time. Other celebrities, they're trying to hide their Jewish background. Adam Sandler, he's singing Christmas carols now. Woody Allen, he left Hollywood. He's making porn now. Mostly Asian incest porn. Go figure. Barbara Streisand. Barbara Streisand, she's no longer singing classic Jewish songs. Now she's doing death metal. And it's like, that's the death metal version of The Way We Were. You know, right after these attacks in Israel, I was watching the news, and I seeing all these protesters in Manhattan. And there's all these young college kids, right? And they're screaming things and saying, you know, Jews, they need to get out of stolen land. And like across the street, there's like a Native American. You first. And I think I know the problem. These kids, they're too young to remember 9/11. You know, some of them weren't even born yet. You know, some of them weren't even it's just a back rub, honey, in their father's eyes. But you know what? I know what it's like to be in the Middle East. You know, I spent 20 years in the Army, and I did 3 tours of Iraq. I've got PTSD older than these kids. Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget when the laughter ends and the voices begin. Thank you, everyone. I'm Ruben Anthony.
Give it up one more time for Ruben Anthony, everybody. Oh man, this is actually just a genuine question, but is FDR where the lame duck president term came from? That was just for him, I guess. I enjoyed those, alright.
I'm writing that down.
Yeah, that's yours, you can take it. Alright, we're about to reach the halfway point in our show.